Do you know how much Arlong respects Nami? Or what about Luffy? How much does the Straw Hat Captain respect his navigator? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down in today's video. We'll be giving each character a percentage of how much they respect Nami, starting with the ones who have the least respect and working our way up to the ones who have the most. So let's get right into it with the first character, Ulti, and she's got 0% respect for Nami. Ulti absolutely hates Nami and literally wants to see her dead. Why? Well, it all started when Ulti thought Nami had attacked her precious brother Page 1, thanks to Usopp. And then, when Ulti tried to force Nami to say that Luffy would never become the king of the pirates, Nami instead straight up told Ulti to her face that Luffy will become the pirate king. Which of course made Ulti completely lose it, and she swore she was gonna crush her with her headbutt. And after Nami managed to slip away, Ulti was still out for blood and kept hunting her down, wanting nothing else than to make her pay. But yeah, we all know how that ended. Another character who's got 0% respect for Nami is Big Mom. Nami was part of the Sanji retrieval team that completely wrecked Big Mom's wedding plans. They destroyed her giant wedding cake, ruined her shot at taking out the Vinsmoke family, and smashed the portrait of Mother Carmel. Oh, and let's not forget that Nami straight up stole Zeus and blasted her in the face with a massive lightning attack. So yeah, not only did Big Mom swear she'd never forgive the Straw Hats, she also held a personal grudge against Nami. So when they ran into each other again on Onigashima, Big Mom was thrilled to see her, as she could now finally kill Nami herself. The only reason Nami is even still alive right now is because of Franky, Brooke, and Tama. Anyway, Big Mom hates Nami and wants to absolutely crush her. Now, moving on to Arlong, and you'd probably think he'd also have 0% respect for Nami, right? But no, he's actually got 30% respect for her. Yeah, Arlong absolutely hated humans and thought all humans were beneath him. Except for Nami. Her navigational skills were so incredible that even Arlong admitted that she was better than any fishman. He literally said she had a gift when it came to charting the seas. And he also even apologized to her whenever she snapped at him about his constant bragging over fishman's superiority, saying she couldn't help being human. And whenever she came back to Arlong Park after her missions, he'd actually celebrate like a proud captain welcoming her home. He even said Nami was his friend when he fought Luffy. But even though he saw her as a friend, he treated her horribly. He locked her up, starved her, and used her like a tool for his own gain. So yeah, he can absolutely not be higher than 30%. Instead, someone who's got way more respect for Nami at 75% is Roronoa Zoro. These two argue all the time, and Zoro has literally even called Nami a witch because she's always smacking him around. Oh, and whenever she lends him money, it's basically a scam with the insane interest rates she charges. Like, at this point, who even knows how much he owes her? Zoro also hates being bossed around by Nami, but somehow he always ends up doing what she says anyway. Still, despite all the arguing, Zoro does respect her, and he would absolutely put his life on the line to protect her. So although he acts like he doesn't care about her, his actions always say otherwise. Moving on, we've got Brook at 90%. Although Nami was terrified by Brook at first, I mean, he is a literal talking skeleton, they have now become really close, and Brook admires Nami for her bravery and incredible navigation skills. But yeah, whenever we see them together, Brook usually asks Nami if he can see her panties, and every single time, he either gets punched or kicked in the head. Still, no matter how many bumps in his head he gets, Brook will never stop asking to see her panties. But more importantly, he'll never stop respecting Nami as a trusted crewmate and part of the Straw Hat family. Another Straw Hat at 90% is Franky. Even though we don't see Franky and Nami interact as much as some of the others, we know they care about each other a lot. Like when Franky literally ran over Big Mom to save Nami, he said, "Who cares who I ran over, as long as I didn't run over a flower." And if you didn't get it, he of course meant Nami was the flower. Anyway, Franky treats Nami like a little sister. And just like everyone else, he's super impressed by her navigation skills, fully trusting her with the safety of the Thousand Sunny at sea. So even if they don't spend that much time together, Franky respects Nami a lot as a member of the crew. Next up, we've got Heretus, who's got 95% respect for Nami. Remember when Nami got sent away by Kuma at Sabaody? Yeah, well, she ended up on the Sky Island Weatheria, where she met Heretus, who became her tutor in weather manipulation. Despite Nami being ungrateful and also literally physically abused him, he recognized her as a weather genius and was happy to be her mentor. Then, when Nami finally returned to the crew, Heretus said that he and Weatheria would feel lonely without her. And to show just how much they cared about her, they stalled the Marines to help her and the crew escape from Sabaody. And fun fact, during the 500 million man arc cover story, Heretus and the other scientists even got themselves some new fresh outfits, hoping to impress Nami the next time they see her. Moving up to 98%, we've got Usopp. Usopp and Nami are best friends, and even though he's terrified of her temper at times, they share a special bond, as these two are the most normal people on the crew compared to the other monsters around them. So yeah, Usopp really cares about Nami and does everything he can to protect her, like when he almost got himself killed at Onigashima trying to keep Ulti away from her. On top of that, Usopp has also straight up said that Nami is the best navigator in the world. That said, Usopp gets super annoyed at Nami's habit of using her looks to get out of trouble, like when she knocked him and Chopper off the Mini Mary and brushed it off by calling herself cute. Or on Fishman Island when he got embarrassed when Nami wanted to take all of Neptune's treasure and she hid a sad face to get away with it. Still, even if her greed drives him crazy, they're still best friends, and he absolutely respects her, just not at 100%. However, someone who does respect Nami at 100% is, of course, her captain Luffy. Yeah, she might yell at him, punch him in the face, and oh, let's not forget that she'll straight up just put him in a jail cell when she's angry with him. But that said, when it matters, Luffy absolutely trusts her with his life. He sees her like family, and he's willing to put his life on the line to protect her, like when he went up against Arlong to free her from that nightmare. He's also got complete trust in her ability to navigate the dangerous waters of the New World and keep the crew safe, and he's said that he will never have another navigator than Nami. So while Luffy may not always listen to reason, when Nami speaks, he listens. Or, well, she at least makes him listen, and that's why she's got to be at 100%. Someone else who's also at 100% is Zeus. Even though he was literally seconds away from frying Nami because of Big Mom's orders, he actually liked Nami a lot, and he really didn't want to hurt her. Like he was literally bawling his eyes out, apologizing to her, and even saying "RIP" right before almost zapping her. Thankfully though, Brooke and Frankie came to the rescue just in time. And after Big Mom didn't want him anymore, Nami saved him and he fused with her Climattact. Since then, Zeus has been forever grateful and completely devoted to Nami. He even said he'd be her pet if that's what she wanted. But when she instead called him her partner, Zeus cried tears of happiness. So now he'll do anything to protect her and will always fight for her. And oh, when Road wanted to be Nami's servant, Zeus literally said that Road can take the third place, with Sanji in second and himself as Nami's #1 servant. Sure, Nami sometimes squeezes him a little too hard when he messes up, and yeah, he's terrified of her temper. But honestly, how could he not be at 100% when she always gives him delicious thunderclouds to snack on? Moving on, we've got Nico Robin, with 100% respect for Nami. Robin and Nami are actually a lot closer than people think. Like they often spend their free time together, usually going shopping or just hanging out and chatting, as they are the only girls in the crew. So although we don't see them together that much in the series, Robin cares about Nami a lot, and she'll never forget the part Nami played in rescuing her at Enies Lobby. She'll also never forget how much Nami and the crew actually care about her, like Nami literally cried and hugged her after getting her back at Enies Lobby. So it's clear she's got 100% respect for her navigator. Next up, we've got Chopper, who's also at 100%. Chopper cares about Nami a lot, and he literally sees her like his family. Like everyone else, it's just getting boring now, but he also thinks her navigator skills are amazing, and he looks up to her a lot. That said, he's also terrified of her when she turns into her money-hungry and angry big sister mode, so you'll see him either running for his life or hiding behind his guard point whenever she's mad. Still, their bond feels a lot like a little brother looking up to his big sister, and Chopper is always ready to protect her when she's in danger. And, let's not forget, Chopper gets to bathe with her. So how could he not be at 100%? But yeah, he's only got his eyes set on Milky. Anyway, another Straw Hat with 100% respect for Nami is Jinbe. Jinbe has a ton of respect for Nami, so when he found out about her past with Arlong, he was ashamed and genuinely worried she'd hate him too. He even told her he was ready to take whatever punishment she wanted to give him. But when Nami said she didn't blame him or the fishmen, only Arlong, Jinbe was so overwhelmed he cried tears of joy. Since then, he's always had her back, like protecting her multiple times during the whole Cake Island arc. However, although he's an absolute beast, just like the rest of the crew, he's absolutely terrified when Nami gets mad. He even joked that she might have Conqueror's Haki. Still, Jinbe trusts and respects Nami at 100%. Now technically a Straw Hat, we've got Nefertari Vivy at 100%. Vivy and Nami are basically like sisters. Sure, when they first met, Nami wanted Vivy to cough up 1 billion berries for the Straw Hat's help, but yeah, she forgot about the money real quick, as they grew super close and built a deep friendship. And remember when Nami got sick on the way to Alabasta? Vivy was so worried that she demanded they detour to find a doctor. And when they reached Drum Island, Vivy even got shot. But instead of fighting back, she dropped to her knees and begged for a doctor to save Nami's life. So even though they've got totally different personalities, with Nami being hot-headed and Vivy being calm and collected, they're best friends for life. And Vivy will always respect Nami, not just for being her friend, but also for the huge role she played in helping save Alabasta from Crocodile. Next up, also at 100%, Nami's real sister, Nojiko. As Nami's adoptive older sister, Nojiko loves her with all her heart and will do anything to try to keep her safe and happy. Like she literally got shot in the back by a Marine trying to protect Nami and keep her from getting into trouble. And even though she was hurt and really angry when Nami joined Arlong's crew, deep down, she knew her sister would never do that without a reason. Nojiko also knew how much Nami hated her Arlong Pirates tattoo, so she got her own tattoo, telling her it was because she wanted some body art like Nami's. And in the end, she was happy that Nami left the village that had held her back for so long, and she's incredibly proud of how strong she's become, and she'll always love her no matter what. Now, we've still got 2 characters left who've got even more than 100% respect for Nami. Can you guess who they are? Well, the first one is Genzo, and he's got infinite respect for Nami. Genzo was like a father figure to Nami after Belmare's death, and he tried everything to make her happy. But when she joined the Arlong Pirates, it broke his heart. Still, he trusted her and believed she had a plan, so he held the village together, giving her the time she needed to try and save them all. But when Arlong betrayed her by taking all of her money, Genzo had enough and was ready to risk his life to free Nami and Kokoyashi Village, as he didn't want to see her suffer any longer. But after Luffy defeated Arlong and freed her, Genzo actually told him that if he ever took away Nami's smile again, he'd hunt him down. So yeah, safe to say Genzo loved her. Like this guy even has a whole wall covered in her wanted poster. But that said, he literally called the Marine headquarters to complain that Nami's new poster was too revealing and would attract more marriage proposals than even bounty hunters. And when he saw her flashy new outfits in the papers, he was horrified and imagined creepy pirates leering at her. Oh, and you see this pinwheel on his head? Yeah, well, that's actually not just a weird fashion choice. He actually started wearing this pinwheel when Nami was a little kid, as she used to cry because she thought Genzo looked scary, so he wore it just to make her laugh. And after she left with the Straw Hats, he placed it at Belmare's grave and said he no longer needed it. Now, the next character who's also got infinite respect for Nami is, of course, Sanji. As we all know, Sanji absolutely loves Nami, would do anything for her, and literally caters her every single day by making her special-made desserts and drinks, which he's done since the second he saw her at the Barati. Even though he knows she manipulates him sometimes, he genuinely doesn't care. He's just happy to be by her side. He's also always gentle with her, fiercely protective, and instantly forgives her even when she literally beats him up for being stupid. And when it comes to putting himself on the line for her, he's done it over and over again. Like he saved her from Absalom at Thriller Bark and literally tanked a lightning bolt from Enel. And don't even try insulting Nami around him, because if you do, like Karubi did, he sent him flying. And when Jinbe admitted to letting Arlong loose on the East Blue, Sanji demanded he cut open his stomach to apologize for what Nami had suffered. Yeah, that might have been a bit over the top. Still, Sanji puts Nami's safety, her happiness, and her dreams way above anyone's, even his own. No question. How much do you respect Nami? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and watch this video next.